Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla, the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. So today I will be doing a flip through and review of the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We do unboxings, a few of them actually a month, and we do weekly readings as well at the moment. I might add some extra things to this channel, but we'll see. That's what I'm starting off with. And don't forget to turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. So today is on unboxing, mainly because I have been using this deck. I did put it back in order, so I'm going to do like a flip through so you can see all the cards and just give you my review about it since I've been using it. So this is what the box looks like. Really love it. It's so beautiful. There's a few scratches on it. That's how it came when I got it in the mail. I did order this from Amazon. It is published by Hay House. This is the back. So in the US it retails for $22.99. In Canada it's $29.99. I did get this for $28, I believe, on Amazon. And I will link everywhere you could get it in the US and in Canada down below. That way you have easier access to finding the deck. Obviously, none of the links are affiliated with me or sponsored. So they're just links for you to get the deck yourself. So when you open it, it looks like this. I obviously did not read the back, so let's just read that quickly. So on the top, it says, you have a sacred destiny. We all do. And then it says, from the earliest history of mankind, there are records of native people using the signs in nature to determine their destiny. Wise elders were able to move through mystic gateways into inner realms to bring back wisdom and guidance to their tribes. In this powerful oracle deck, best-selling author Denise Linn draws from her Native American heritage and experience as a gifted healer and teacher. With each card, you receive access to a different gateway, from our earthly realm to the one of spirit. From forests to flood plains, meadows to caves, shimmering sunshine to the secrets of the moon, these vibrant cards will fill your days with messages of spirit. Is that a typo? I think that's a typo. I think they meant to say spirit. From the landscapes within and around us. And that looks like a typo. I don't think that's a word. So, yeah. Hay House. You got to reprint. So, it was, it had like the cellophane plastic thing on it. And I took it off, obviously, because I've been using it. Comes with a guidebook, which we'll look into. And around the cards, it had like a paper, which I obviously took out. So I did put them back in order of how they came. They come in alphabetical order. Well, that's how mine came anyway. I would assume that they come in alphabetical order. So this is the book. Is this the same as the back? No. So the back of the deck, or the guidebook, I should say, it says these oracle cards call upon the energy of nature and majesty of the natural world to provide answers to the heartfelt yearnings of your soul. Use these cards on a regular basis and you'll find solace, healing, and a wisdom emerging with you. They can even help you to decipher secret messages from the universe. I hope that you enjoy this journey, my fellow soul traveler. May your inner oracle awaken, and may the wisdom of the native spirit unfold within your life. And obviously that's from Denise. And then it talks about Denise a bit. Has a picture of her too. So this is the guidebook. So the guidebook is, let's see how many pages it is. It is 109 pages. So these are other books by her, which seems interesting. She also has other oracle cards, which Native Spirit and Sacred Traveler are on my wish list. Definitely need to look into these other ones. Love oracle cards. And then we have the table of contents. So we have like the introduction. So different spreads, and like choosing the cards and whatnot. Then we have each card, and it gives you like a title. So it has like the word and then like a title. And that's all of them. And there's 52 cards in this deck, which actually is really good. Like for a deck that's like $30 Canadian, 52 cards, that's pretty decent actually, in my opinion anyway, because decks are a lot pricier than the US. So if you live in the US, your decks are usually cheaper in price. And then if you come to Canada, they're more expensive usually. So yeah. So for $30, 52 cards, I think that's pretty good. So we have the introduction here. And then it goes into how to use the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Is there anything that I really need to know? Not really. Preparation, center yourself, call to spirit. If you want to read any of this, you could pause. Focus on your intent, activate the sacred landscape, clear the cards, choosing the cards. Then we have fill your cards with love, ask a question, shuffle the cards, select the cards. I like this though. For a beginner, this is like really friendly because the guidebook is so detailed. I love when the guidebook is so detailed. So when you're not used to, you know, oracle cards from the beginning, like you haven't had oracle cards all the time, like this is really good for like beginners. Okay, then we have daily and spiritual insight. I love that. I love that very much. Might do that. One card reading, which I do often. I guess these are the types of questions you can ask. Then we have a 3-card reading. So what needs to be healed, how to heal the blockage, what is the future outcome. And then we have a 5-card spread. So messages from your spirit guides. So higher self, heavens, earth, ancestors, future self. They have some interesting spreads in here. And then we have the Tree of Life spread. 4 directions. Oh, that's an east, south, west, north spread. Ooh, that's interesting. The Sacred Circle 1-year spread. I didn't really look at the spreads. I just started using the deck. It's usually what I do majority of the time. Write down your dream. Oh, I guess it's a dream spread. And then we have reading signs. Okay. And then we go into the cards. So we have the word. This is like the keyword, title. And then we have this. So I guess this is what's in the card. This is what's in the card. Wildflower Wonderland. And then it tells you about wildflowers and how it's related to abundance. And then you have the oracle message here. And it does that for every card. So every card is like that. Oracle message. And then, yeah, there's about the author, I think, at the end. And then it goes in some advertisements from Hay House. Okay, so I'll leave this here. We'll take a look at the cards, and then I'll shuffle them, and then we'll pick a card, and I'll read from the guidebook so you know how it's read. So these are the backs. Absolutely love the backs. They're so nice. Let me just focus on the back. You see those little designs? Like these really nice designs on them. Like, I think it looks really nice, and it's supposed to be like the ocean, and that it's supposed to be the sun. And then there's like a faded design on it on the top. I think that's really cool. The cardstock is typical Hay House cardstock for Oracle decks. Very thick. It's like a matte, but like soft, like a soft matte. Shuffling these, not fun because they stick together, but I still love the deck regardless, mainly because the imagery is so beautiful. So they do have borders, and I'm not always a fan of borders. It really depends on the deck itself, but this is actually not too bad. Like, it doesn't bother me. But if you're someone that likes to mod your deck and like trim and all that stuff, you could definitely do that if you want to. So first we have abundance. Then we have action. This is like one of my favorites out of the deck. I'm not a big fan of birds. I don't like birds. People that know me know why. But yeah, not a big fan of birds, but I love this. Like in imagery, it's fine. As long as they're not near me. Scary. Love this. Love the waterfall in the background. The waterfall in the back. Really nice. Then we have change. Interesting imagery for change. A hot air balloon with a horse. Kind of reminds me of a carousel, but on a hot air balloon. It's very interesting. Then we have community. Courage. There's a map like overlaid onto the sky, which is pretty cool. And then there's like night sky with like a sunset sky, which is pretty nice. Actually, I think the map is overlaid on the whole entire card. Interesting. Love that. So yeah, I started using this as soon as I got it. I was too excited. I was like, oh my god, I need it. New deck. Let's start using it now. And I've used it on a few readings for some of my giveaway winners. Diligence. Then we have embracing. Then we have enlightenment. I like that. It's nice. Flexibility. Then we have flow. Focus. Nice card for focus. Then we have forgiveness. Freedom. Fulfillment. I think that's a peach. Peach for fulfillment. Love it. Then we have a unicorn. Yay! Gateway. Love that. Going forward. Very typical of a going forward card. Follow the path to your future. Love dolphins. Happiness. Healing chaos. I love how the chaos is a tornado and the healing part is butterflies. Pretty sure if this was real, they'd get sucked up by that tornado, but you know. Imagination. Then we have illumination. Actually, I really love this. The scenery is beautiful. We have inner peace. Then we have leadership. Love. Then we have miracles. New beginnings. Openness. Opportunity. patience, pleasure, potential, power. This card kind of reminds me of Zeus because of the lightning and then power associated with it. Typical Zeus. Then we have protection, purification, purity, love the eyes. Love that. Then we have relaxation, release, security, simplicity, like my username. Love how there's a feather. Very simple. Solitude, stand still, stillness. Then we have success. There we go. Then we have taking risks, thriving, transformation, obviously. Typical transformation card, always has a butterfly. There's always a butterfly in that because butterflies are literally the biggest transformation because they go from like a little wormy looking thing to this beauty. So, whoops, just hit my camera. Trust, truth, and we have voyage. I love that. It's nice. Then we have wisdom. And lastly, wonders. There's a large crystal here. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle. So they stick together because of the coating that's on them. I just dropped a bunch of cards. And so that's like my only really big issue with this deck. Other than that, I love it. Okay, so we'll read this card because this was on top. Okay, voyage. So I'll read because it's easier for me to read while you look at the card, and then I will show you the book. So, voyage. Humpback whale. Humpback whales make the longest journey of any mammal. They travel 14,000 miles, so about 22,000 kilometers every year. They spend the summer months near polar regions, and in the winter they journey toward the equator to tropical waters. Among some native tribes, whales are considered to be protectors of travelers and journeyers, as well as guardians of the sea. This card indicates that no matter what your journey is and where it takes you, you have protectors at your side. So the secret landscape wants you to know, get ready, you are about to embark on a journey. You might be an inner sojourn or an outer voyage to a distant land. It might be a project or idea that is coming to life. But most certainly you are an intrepid traveler sallying forth into the unknown. Where do you want to go? What have you always wanted to do or be? This is the time to make it happen. Get prepared, have a clear vision of what you want to experience, but also be prepared for the unexpected. This is part of the exhilaration. This is part of the exhilaration of being a traveler. Remember to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. So, voyage, the card, but in small black and white, and then talks about the humpback whales. And then we have the oracle message. So yeah, that was beautiful. So yeah, just my final thoughts. I really love this deck. I love the imagery. The artwork is beautiful. And I'm a really big fan of this oracle deck. I definitely plan to use it a lot, and I have been already using it a lot for myself and, like, as I said, in other readings that I do for other people. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on that bell to be notified when I post a brand new video, and give this video a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments below if you have this deck, or if you're planning on getting it, if it's on your wish list, and what do you think of it? If you have it, what do you think of it? If you don't plan to get it, what do you think of it? If you don't know, what do you think of it? Love to hear from you in the comments below. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.